Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Dom Irrera. I'm here to see Dr. Katz, please.
Don.
No, Dom.
Yeah, Don.
Dom, not Don. Not Tom and not Dan. It's Dom, okay? It's not, I'm so sick of this. Every time I call somebody, it's like, hi, can you tell them Dom Irrera's calling? Darth Ferreira? No, Dom Irrera. Dan and Mary? Dom Irrera. Donna Marie Alberghetti? No, Dom Irrera.
First time?
Yeah, believe me, I'm not the one that needs a therapy. It's my girlfriend.
Yeah, you'll need to
Drive me
fill
crazy.
this out.
Thank you. I'm just doing this as a show of faith. I mean, you know what I mean? Because between you and me, she is deeply troubled. I mean, she is like sick. Sicko, wacko.
I think this kind of stuff maybe you should save for the doctor.
You got anything to read?
I'm all set, thanks.
No, I mean for me. Do you have anything for me to read?
No,
Jeez, you're just like her. What are you reading?
you wouldn't be interested.
How long you been working here?
I've been working here for about, 4 months.
Guess you meet a lot of wackos, huh? Do you think my busts are too big for a man's? Does my face look bulbous?
You feeling old today, Dom? What do you think that's all about?
My cousin Johnny says to me, like I never noticed, like it's not painful enough. Dom, did you lose some hair on the top? No, I went to the barber the other day. I said, do me a favor, will you cut my head in a big V? And while you're at it, give me a little bit of that Friar Tuck look on the top, because the babes go crazy over that medieval monk look. You know what I mean, Doc? Is it me?
Does it scare you, the idea of aging?
I don't mind getting older. I just hope I don't panic and do something stupid.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Yeah. You ever see somebody with a toupee so unbelievably bad you want to go up to them? Hey, you, come here. Give me that. Give me that thing. Who do you think you're fooling, pal? Who do you think you're fooling? You could have had the decency to close the eyes on the little animal who gave up his furry little life for you, mathead, with this pelt. Look at that face. Maybe that's the idea, huh? You get a toupee that's so bad, nobody cares. You get one with a chin strap and a big label turned up in the back.
Tell me about your early childhood. Whatever comes into your mind. Whatever you remember.
I went to Catholic grade school, and the one thing that nuns hated being called more than anything else, Doc, my man. They hated that. I used to constantly refer to them as Sister My Man, my main man, Sister. Sister Man, my man, Michael Vincent, my man, Sister, my man. I would get in a lot of trouble with that.
Did your parents get along?
My father, God bless him, never cheated on my mother. He used to cheat on me. He used to pick up other kids after school, take them to the zoo, take them to play ball. One day he came to me. He said, look, I got to level with you. I met another kid, and for the first time in my life, I feel like a real father. My mother stood right by me. She said, you're my son. You'll always be my son. You stay here as long as you have a job. This was the treatment I got as a child. Doc, you could give a little. I hurt inside. It's very, very hard. It's very hard. I'm sorry. I promised myself I wasn't going to cry today. I am so sorry.
Just let it out, please.
Sometimes when I get like this, and I don't mean to be rude or anything, I just want to lie you flat down on the ground and just flop down on top of you like a big pancake and just talk.
What if we just did some breathing exercises?
What about you, Doc? What about your needs? Do you jazz dance? I mean, I just...
I do tap and I do modern, but I don't do jazz.
Well, I just do a lot of interpretive in jazz, and I just wondering. I mean, I know this is off the subject, but yeah, I look at you, and you're so rhythmic looking, with that shiny head of yours, and the...
I don't think you're...
Is this a hernia, Doc? Can you feel this? Is this a hernia, a rupture, or just a general protrusion?
No, that's your penis, Dom.
Does it sound like I got like a rattle in my chest? Listen, you hear like a wheeze? You hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
Is that bad for you, Doc?
No, I think that you can talk yourself into thinking you have all kinds of physical ailments. But
Could you die from that, though? Could you die from the thought of the talk?
No.
Doc, do you ever get so hungry you just want to punch somebody in the face?
So, Mr. Irrera, how was your session?
I'm better. Feel great, thanks.
That's wonderful.
Wow.
How are you going to pay?
He's good. Pay? I'll pay probably, cash, I guess.
Okay, cash is good.
I mean, I got cash. I got loads of cash. How much is it?
That's $150.
Ouch. Could I oski?
No.
You know what I'd like to do right now?
No, Dominic, I don't.
I just like to lay down on top of you. I like to put you flat down on the floor and just lie down on top of you, Doc. Flat, level, two guys, flat, face to face. And then I like to put a big red flowing chiffon evening gown on you and ride you around my house. Not in a gay way, like a Viking, like only two Vikings who are so secure in their Norse heritage that they could ride each other up and down the steps and not have one tinge of homosexual panic. Do you see it? Like with me holding the horns on your metal helmet. That don't make me gay or nothing, right?
Whoops, you know what the music means. Our time is up. So the trip was okay?
Yeah.
The flight?
Oh, it was okay, but, I can't sleep on airplanes. Because I'm not, nobody will cuddle with me. People don't understand that I don't want anything other than cuddling, but I can't sleep without...
Just a little affection.
Yeah. And I asked one guy, I said to him, do you want to cuddle during a movie? Nothing. And that hurts, Doc. I'm going to admit that hurts. But how come guys never tell each other they're beautiful, I mean, like, how women will go, no, Nancy, you look beautiful in that dress. You never, like, two straight guys, go, hey, Frankie, step into the light, Ma, don't you look hot tonight, Frankie boy.
Doesn't happen. No. It never happens.
You never see two straight guys dancing with each other, you know what I'm saying, Doc? You never see, like, two guys, hey, Al, excuse me, Big Al, would you care to boogie? Why don't you come over here and wrap those construction worker meat hooks around my big, hairy, mole-filled, muscle-bound back and spin me, Al. Spin me like a top. Spin me like the little girl you know I am. You know what I mean, Doc? You never hear that.
Yeah, there's something...
Dip me like a donut, right?
You never... because men are not comfortable displaying their affection for
I'm
each other.
comfortable.
But you're not like most men, I think, in that respect.
What are you trying to say?
Saying you're different than most men.
In what way? Excuse me, Doc. Am I allowed to drink in here?
Probably not such a great idea, but there are no hard rules.
Nothing like coming to therapy and having a cold brewski. You know what I mean, Doc?
Well, whatever it takes to loosen you up.
Oh, boy, I could never sit through this without a couple of beers,
Oh, what's the point?
Can I ask you something, Doc?
Yeah.
How long before I'm better?
Can't put a figure on it. I can't,
I think you've tried to put a figure on it, Doc. I mean, I'm spending a lot of money here. I'd like to know how much it's going to cost me to feel a little better about myself,
Well, is it money that's the issue? Because if that's...
Well, yeah, it's money, and the issue is my mental health. I mean, I'm just not feeling that well. I'm feeling, my hands sweat all the time. My neck is loose. I don't know. I mean, I can't seem to function.
Well, shouldn't your neck be loose?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can I have one of those candies? Don't you hate when people ask you questions you don't want to answer?
Absolutely.
A friend of mine says to me, hey, Dom, do I look fat to you? I says, no, not to me, but to everybody else. To me, you're just big-boned. I love that big bone cop. I'm not really fat. I'm very big bone. Oh, isn't it amazing how you have those big fat bones in your butt? That's a pretty big bone you got hanging over your belt there, Benny. You know what you need? A marrow reduction. That's what you need, you big tub of lard. I don't mean that in a bad way. Hey, don't you hate when people ask you questions? When you love them, Doc? Mm-hmm. People that you love, you ask, you don't want to hurt them. My cousin Louis says to me, hey, Dom, is my head too big for my body? Now, what am I going to say? Hey, look at the bright side, Louis. A lot of people you can't even recognize from 800 yards. But you, it's like a close-up. Every feature crystal clear. Come here, let me shrink from your jowls. Nerve endings don't go that far, do they?
Let me show you another option you have with a question like that. Just, you be Cousin Lou. Is it Cousin Louis?
Yeah.
And I'll be you. You ask me that question. And I'll show you another way you can approach it.
All right, Dr. Katz?
No. I'm Dom now.
Oh, okay, Dom.
Yeah.
You're looking very handsome today, Dom.
Thank you, Cousin Louis.
Does my head look too big for my body?
No. See, that's another route you can go.
And then? Yeah, but then you're holding it in. It backs up on you.
Yeah, but you don't have to be candid with everybody all the time. I mean...
Well, that's my cousin Johnny. He's always saying the wrong things at the wrong time. He's the guy who goes, are your teeth real? What stinks in here? Something die in his room? I say, hey, John, we're having dinner. Then he won't let it go. He goes, oh, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like a good stink. It's like a good, musky, kind of want to get to know you stink. Let it go, John. No, you know, some stinks are really funky and vile and make you gag water, but other stinks aren't as bad, like earwax. Earwax is not that bad as stinks go, per se. Then he says per se, Doc, like that's like he's so smart because he says 2 Latin words. You know what I mean? And then I'm the dumb one in the family. You know what really bothers me about the whole thing? Nobody will listen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They say that I have attention deficit disorder. Are you listening to me?
Hold that thought.
I don't know. You know, it's really it gets to me after a while being a comedian, Doc, because people always try and give me material.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like these guys give me material. I mean, the reason these guys are working at the plant is because they're not, you know, I'm not putting them down or nothing. My friend Turtle comes up to me. True story, Doc.
Yeah.
He says, I got something maybe you can use. I'm thinking, oh, okay, what? He says, you know how when you take vitamin B, your urine's real like yellow and orange? I said, yeah. He goes, could you use that? And I said, well, geez, Turtle, that's a whole album side right there. Why don't you be a comedian? It's so hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
They don't realize what's involved.
Doc, can I tell you something about me as a comedian? I don't go for the big laugh. Oh, that's the easy way out. I don't go for the big laugh, the big ha-ha. I go for the nervous titter. I want people to look at me and think, hey, I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a lot of money in that?
Well, it's, you know, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why I'm in therapy?
Please.
For my family. Because they can't afford it. I don't need therapy. I got a lot out the last time I went to a psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm. No, well, she I know is a very fine therapist.
Well, yeah.
Why did you stop seeing her?
She hit me. See...
You don't mean literally she hit you?
She really waffled me. I mean, she just gave it to me, and I, you know, had to get out of there. That's
not right. You shouldn't have to go through that. Do you feel like your thoughts are controlled by a computer?
Yes, a large computer.
Windows or Mac?
They make me do things I don't want to do.
Like what?
The frug, twist, the hully-gully, dances that I would have let go a long time ago. But I can't help it, Doc. Look at this. Look at the way I move. Check this out. Check this body out. Look at my extension. Look at the way I can stretch my little legs. Look, did you ever know I could put my leg behind my head like this?
Yes, I know that. You showed me last week.
Look, I'm not much for words, poetry, or anything, but maybe this interpretive dance and this little ditty will help you know how I really feel about you. Dr. Katz, I think I'm falling hard for Dr. Katz. And even though I know that it ain't right, every night it's me and him in my dreams. In my dreams. Dr. Katz, the world moves much too fast for Dr. Katz. Even though I know that it ain't right, can't you see I'm in pain, Doc? Why are you always picking on me? I mean, as if I'm the only one in here, you know? I mean,
Dom, this is what it's about. I mean, you come here,
It's about hurt?
Sometimes it is.
It's about digging, Doc. It's about digging into my life, my personal life.
Sometimes it is.
The reason I can't settle down with one woman is because, first of all, I love my girlfriend. I love her very dearly, and I have one wish in life, that her and my wife could get along. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Laura, how you doing?
Okay.
I forgot my shoes today, and my feet are wet. Do you have any dry stockings and shoes? I was in a hurry to go, and I got dressed up, and I wanted to look good, you know, for therapy and the whole thing, and make sure I had the money. Of course, it's always about the money, apparently, with you guys. And forgot my shoes.
Wait a second, you lost me.
Look, Laura, you're not the therapist, too, okay? I answer enough questions in there. Anyway, Doc.
Yeah.
I feel a little weird today. I punched my cat, right? Now, I'm not an animal abuser. I love my cat. I gave him 2 vicious left hooks to the neck. Then I kind of skated back, gave him a straight jab to the push. It's like, meow, meow, meow. You'd be surprised how much give their little kitty necks have.
Why did you do that?
He had some of my chicken, right? He ate some of my chicken. I know I shouldn't. First, I just pushed him, Now, cats. You can't hurt a cat. You could pick up a cat and throw him. Mm-hmm. And he won't even give you the satisfaction of looking back. Hey, I was going this way anyway, my main man. You know what I mean, Doc? So then I was on the phone. I see the cat. He gets in my gym bag, right? And he starts peeing and squirting all over the gym bag. Not a big deal. We've all done that. Sometimes you just don't feel like walking upstairs, right? But the protocol is if you're going to do it in somebody else's bag, you look away. You use a little discretion. You don't look right defiantly at them. Hey, here's your bag right here. I'll give you your bag.
Right. I mean... Tom, please.
Mind if I have another beer?
Hey,
Doc, I'm drinking ice beer now. You know why?
Why is that?
Better buzz. Better buzz. Come on, have one beer with me. You want a light ice or a light extra dry draft ice? Rapapapa. Come on, have one for Dommy.
Why do you want to change the mood in this room from work to play?
That's a good question. I'll give you... Pick a finger. Okay, pull it. Pull it.
Oh,
And guess what's up for you, Dr. Rooney? Oh, boy. Caramba! I love my girlfriend very much, Doc.
Yeah.
I took her to Disneyland recently because, she's 14 years old. She loves the rides. Everything is so new when you're that age. Those big, wide eyes, seeing things for the first time.
Tom, that's not true. She's not 14.
Doc.
Yeah.
I realized something about myself. And, a lot of times I thought, being an Italian guy, that I was like a womanizer, a philanderer. Mm-hmm. But I realized, you know what it is? You know what my problem is, Doc?
What's that?
You want to know?
Yes, I would like to.
You want to know what my problem is, Doc?
Yeah.
You know what I have?
What? What do you have?
Too much love. That's what my problem is. Too much caring. Too much giving.
So where does the problem come in?
I think I made wrong choices.
Well, it's all about the choices we make in life. You chose... You had a wonderful marriage.
What was that breath all about? And then wonderful marriage. What the hell's that supposed to mean? Big Mr. Therapist?
Well, I was just...
Mr. Know-It-All? Mr. Take My Money and Don't Make Me Better?
You think that's what's going on?
I can't get my life together. You know what depression is, Doc? I wake up for breakfast, and then I have a little bit of Captain Crunch. I laugh, I play in the bowl, I look for things in the milk, and then I fall asleep. I force myself to sleep. That's depression, Doc.
Well, that's your definition.
You know what I want to do with my life when I get better?
What's that?
I want to become a therapist, just like you, so I could sucker people into this place and make some bread. Look at this couch.
You think this is a racket, don't you?
I certainly do. I think you got a real racket going here.
So why do you come back week after week? Why?
Okay, here's the story. I was thinking about this. Do you love me? I'm asking you point blank. I love you, and I'm not ashamed to say I'm not in love with you. I love you, like in the sense that, if you died, I would cry longer than I cried in ordinary people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Do you love me?
Dom, don't put me on the spot.
Okay. If you don't say anything, it means you love me. Okay, you do. Now, I never had a father, really a father.
Yeah.
Why don't you adopt me?
If you want to do a little role playing and pretend that I'm your father, if you think that would help.
Yeah, I think it would help.
Okay, let's try that. As long as you understand that when the session is over, things are back to where they were, which is not great.
Hi, Pop.
Hi, son.
Pop, may I sit here? That couch is too soft.
Sure.
Oh, boy. Hey, Dad, when I was in school today, little Jessica made me show her my pee-pee. Oh, boy.
I think you're confusing young with really stupid.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Doc. wow, do you look good today. Can you come here for just 1 second?
Dom,
Dr.
please don't.
Katz, ch-ch-cha, come on, just go with me. I think I'm falling hard for Dr.
Please.
Ch-ch-cha. Come on, just the therapist
You know,
now.
it
I'm
does
leaving
not-
now. You and me in my dreams. Cha-cha-cha. Come here, Doc.
First of all, this is not a cha-cha.
You know what's amazing, seriously, about this? When I'm in therapy with you,
Yeah.
and I'm so close to you, I could just punch you right in the face, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's true.
Isn't that scary, the thought of that? Or I could just, like, poke one of your eyes, or...
Dom, where do these thoughts come from, and where are we going with this?
I just don't think you really care about my problems. I mean, you never give me an extra minute of your time. It's always, well, you know what the thing is. You ever think maybe I'm in a little hurt here, Doc? I was even thinking of becoming gay, but I can't get in that kind of shape. I mean, I had a dream the other night that I was in an Elizabethan play.
Yeah.
And I understood nothing but everything. You know what I mean? Then I had this dream. I get kidnapped by pirates, right?
Yeah.
And I had to put those tights on. And the whole time I'm talking, I'm holding my stomach in. What does that mean?
Oops, Dom, I'm sorry. You know what the music means.
Hey, Doc, thanks so much for this. This is great. Now, look.
Just don't expect this.
I don't expect anything. Can I sit in the front, though? Please? Let me sit in the front, because I like to wave. Look at this. I love to put my head out the window like
Dom,
this.
don't do that, please. That's not, Dom, that's
Look
not
how much
safe.
wind I can take in my mouth. Hey, Doc.
Yes.
Want to stop at Scooters for a little brewski? Come on.
I
One
don't-
beer on me.
No, I
You buy
can't.
the rest of the night. Come on.
No, I actually have another arrangement, so
Hey,
I'm
there's a
gonna-
pharmacy. Let's drive through the takeout window. Come on, you're a doctor. Let's party. I'm feeling a little pain. What about you, Doc? Come on, let's write some scripts, huh?
No, it's not. It's...
Come on, legal drugs. Not a bad way to go. Lord, do you believe in God? Because I was just looking in the mirror and I was thinking, only a God could pull this one together.
Was that supposed to be an icebreaker?
Hey, baby. You like my Latin look today? What do you think of these Cuban heels I got on, huh? Remember I forgot my shoes last time? Well, this kind of makes up for that, doesn't it, shorty?
The doctor will see you now.
First time a man ever wore 8-inch heels, huh? All right, I think I'm going to tip over. Woo. You know, it's really not me so much, and can I level with you now? I think I pretty much have gotten it together. I think I'm what they call self-actualized. You know what my problem is?
What's that?
People say I'm paranoid, right? Well, maybe you'd be a little paranoid if there was a world organization bent on your destruction.
Is this your UNICEF theory again?
You're not the one calling me and hanging up, are you?
No.
Because it sounds like your breath. We lost my grandmother recently.
I'm sorry.
No, she didn't die. We lost her. She actually shrunk to the point we can't find her anymore. I think she's napping in the Kleenex box, to tell you the truth. You know what cracks me up, Doc? Everybody talks about the good side of things, the bright side. What's the bright side to shrinking? I'd like to know that. What? Maybe I'll be able to stand up in the back of a car someday. Wow, I haven't had this view since I was 4 years old. Hey, Doc,
Dom,
can I bring my cousin Louie in here next week?
you want to bring him in as some kind of evidence, or...
No, I just wanted to bring him in because he needs therapy, but he can't afford it. So he would just like talk in my ear, and then I would say was a matter with him, and then you would talk. You know,
No, I can't do that.
Could we bring you know,
I certainly could
a
work
bunk
it.
bed? I have a retractable bunk bed we could bring in, and we'll both lay down. Because I don't want him laying on me on the couch. He's too fat.
I could try to work out a deal with the guy, but I can't see both of you together.
He has no concept of himself, my cousin Louie. He thinks the mafia is after him, right?
Yeah.
He says, Dom, I think the mafia is after me. Mob wants to take me down. I said, Louie, you're 37 years old. You have no money, no job. You live with your mother. The mafia wouldn't waste a stale mozzarella stick on the back of your greasy, danger-filled head. And I don't mean that in a bad way, Louie. I mean, some guys, no matter what they look like, they think they should be going out with a model. A guy could be, and I hate to use the word squat. No offense, Doc.
None taken.
He could look like a reflection in a car door. One of these guys, he looks like one of Mary Lou Retton's brothers. You know those guys, those kind of midgety, dwarfy guys?
Yeah.
Doc, he has no concept of himself. We walk into a restaurant. He goes, hey, Dom, I think that waitress noticed me. I said, yeah, Louie, what do you think that 19-year-old ballerina noticed about you, huh? Your big, hairy, sweaty beer belly hanging over your belt, or that mutant mole coming out of the middle of your forehead? You think she wanted to jump up on your tummy and take love nibbles off of that, huh, Louie? Can you help him, Doc?
Doesn't sound like he needs any help.
You're a better man than I am, Dr. Katz. Dr. Katz, a better man than I am.
Well, I don't know about that.
You know, I saw a guy who had the opposite of Tourette syndrome.
Yeah.
In the middle of a curse, he'd break into a compliment. Why, you ain't nothing but a dirty, stinking nice shoes. Listen, you want to get a drink after work? Hang out?
No, I don't think you realize that would be... Let me try to explain this in a little...
Doc, I mean, you don't have to drink. If you want to, smoke a joint or...
No, you don't get it.
What are you saying? You're not coming out with me?
I don't think I should.
Come on, please. Two guys like us, huh?
Dom, if you were a friend and somebody I knew socially, I would say thank you very much. I would be delighted to join you.
Look, I know an all-male, straight dancing place. Mm-hmm. No tension. None of that sexual tension.
Yeah.
You know? Because I was thinking, Doc, I mean, maybe this is way out of line, but you know, like how these gays are getting married? Mm-hmm. Why can't straight guys get married, huh? You know, I got a friend, Mitch Gilbert. He's a rich lawyer in New York. Maybe I'd like to hook up with him, have him take care of me, huh? You know, and we would encourage each other to cheat on each other. And we would never ask about each other's feelings, and we would never care if we were home or not. That would be a great marriage. We'd have Social Security, tax write-offs, and everything. Huh?
You know, that's not such a crazy idea.
Will you marry me?
Look at
Please, marry me.
No.
I'll take care of you. I'll make you happy.
Sure, you're saying that now, but...
Come on, Doc. Two straight guys. We can do it. We can make it work. Please? Doc, look at this. Now, first of all, did you know I had this kind of extension? What's that? What's that? What letter?
That looks like an L.
You got it, big boy.
Jeez,
all right, what's this? I am rounding myself off to a letter.
An O.
Okay. I know you went to college. Where am I now? Let my legs spread in the air like, come on, get me.
Do you really want to play this game?
What is it?
I'd say it's a V.
All right, what's this? Huh? Who's your little bird? What's that?
That's an E. You spelled out love.
How do I feel about Dr. Katz? Who's my main man, huh? Who's the guy that has brought me to this point in therapy where I can cry for no apparent reason? You have, Dr. Katz. You know, sometimes I'll be happy and laughing, and then all of a sudden I just burst into tears, and then I get violent, and then I just, get nauseous. I don't think I should eat hot dogs before I go to bed. You know where I go for pleasure, Doc? The graveyard. That's where I go, to see my poor deceased grandfather. Oh, yeah, you got to eat your lard, boy, he would always say. Have plenty of lard. Bacon. Make sure you eat bacon with your lard.
Uh-huh.
My grandfather used to drive me crazy when I was a kid.
What would he say?
My grandfather would smoke these El Disgusto little muddy cigars. He would have stubbles you could grate cheese on, stale, stinky wine breath. I was 7 years old. He wanted me to give him a kiss for a quarter. Hey, boy, come here. Give Grandpa a kiss. Come here. Grandpa, you got to come up with some bucks for this kiss. This is no small change transaction. We're talking endowment here, Grandpa. Doug, you know what cracks me up about boxing?
What's it?
The fighters, they try and kill each other, then they hug at the end.
Yeah.
What the hell's that about? I'm going to kill you using bing. I was so wrong about you. Come here, hold me. Come here. Let me grind on you. Let me pull down your trunks just to the top of the crack of your butt. Hey, that don't make me gay or nothing, does it? I just wanted to let some of that stench out.
How come you never see boxers cry? You know?
How come you never see boxing? You know what I think the smart idea would be? Act like every punch hurts.
Yeah.
Then it would throw the opponent off. Ow! Hey! Ooh! Ooh, that was a bad... Ooh, hey! Hey, come on, not in the face. Not in the face. What are you, nuts? And then bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean, Doc? Oh, did I hurt you? I'm sorry.
Why do you play these games, Dom? What's going to come of it? What's in it for you?
Well, I really don't know what comes of any of these games, but I will say one thing. Guess what you are? You're it. 369, I resign.
There's no...
369, I resign. And you know what? It's so funny because you who thinks you're so mature, you hate being it, don't you? Oh, you hate being it, don't you, Doc? And you know, because it's a Friday, you know what that means? You're going to be it for the whole weekend, mister.
Why do you think this game extends outside the office?
Because it does, because it's worldwide tag.
I called no worldwide tag when you came in.
You did? You know what makes me nauseous, Doc?
What's that?
The word eggs in the morning. I mean, I can eat them. Mm-hmm. But I used to remember my mother would come at me like this big, like a fish lens camera. Hey, Dom, you want some eggs? You know, my mother used to drive us nuts with food when we were kids. Mm-hmm. Don't eat the mayonnaise if it's been out in the sun. Salmonella. Salmon. I didn't even know what salmonella was. Until I was 12 years old, I thought salmonella was some guy who used to run around and dip his butt in chicken salad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of stuff that stays with you. You know what I mean, Doc? I'm in an airport in Atlanta. True story. And I said, can I get a chicken sandwich? The lady says, do you want mayonnaise? I said, I hate mayonnaise. She says, you want it on the side? I said, why would I want it on the side if I hate it? To remind me how much I hate it, how glad I am I don't have to have it? And she says, you want potato salad or coleslaw? I said, are you not listening to me? Don't they both come in a mayonnaise curdy soup gel? I'm still trying to be nice to her. You know what I mean, Doc? I'm trying.
Mm-hmm. I
see her name in the lapel. I said, give me a small Coke, please, Edna. She said, we don't have small. We just have medium and large. I says, the smaller one. She says, we have medium and large. I said, look, you see the big one? Not that one.
Now, do you ever think that maybe performing is not what you're ultimately going to end up doing?
Well, look at me. First of all, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
I can act. Look, listen to this. Why don't you come over here, Sonny, and That's good, don't you think?
Yeah.
Or look at that. Look. I fear it is true, madam. I have many sources of information. I will do all in my power to aid you. You see? Yeah, I can act.
That's fine. That's good acting.
I can dance. Dr. Katz, I think I'm falling hot for Dr. Katz. Doc, does it bother you when I touch your face like this?
A little bit.
Is that inappropriate? Is it inappropriate for me to hold my hand there for the rest of therapy?
Nope. It's not appropriate at all.
You feel awkward?
Yeah.
Try and get me off.
Please don't do that.
You know what, Doc? Is there any chance you brushed her in the last, say, 30, 40 days? Because all I'm going to say to you is every time you open your mouth, it reminds me I haven't been to the elephant house in the zoo for a while. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, a friend of mine, he went to clown college, right?
Yeah.
Flunked out. How sad is that? Do you know what it's like when you flunk out and all the other clowns taunting you with their horns? So sad. The sad face of a clown.
How do you tell your parents that?
You'd probably go, Hey, what do you think of this African outfit I have on today, huh? Jambalaya.
I have to.
Guess who's here?
You put a lot of work into how you come dressed.
Well, first of all, I love the way I dress normally, and I love my hat on backwards and all, and I love my sneakers but I also think, why not go a little crazy? Why does Halloween have to be the only day you dress up? I say, dress up every day but Halloween. Am I right? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I wish that you cared as much about therapy as you do about your appearance.
I care about a lot, Doc, and I care about you. We say we go get a little grub after this, huh? Me and you, Dr. Katz, Dom Irrera, come on. Come with me.
It changes everything.
Maybe it makes it better. Is it so wrong to be a friend, too?
Once we cross over that line, Dom, that's it. You know, there's no turning back.
So we don't turn back. We walk forward like two men. Two manly men. Two men who are so secure in who they are that they can sit and watch a movie and cuddle. What is wrong with that? Doc, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Will you be my friend?
I don't think I can be the kind of friend that you want me to be.
Can you imagine how lonely I am, the depths of loneliness, for me to have to ask you to be a friend? And I say that with all due respect, Doc. Let's face it.
See, I think that's an aggressive thing for you to do, to ask me.
No, this is an aggressive thing. Oh, better duck, big boy.
Whoa, ow. No.
Sorry,
that's
Doc. Who's ticklish? Come here. Come here. Dr. Katz, cha-cha-cha. I think come on, let me spin you once.
Anytime it gets a little too scary for you, emotionally, you strike out physically or you tickle me.
Made you look.
I didn't look.
I've never had you snap at me like that. That's the first time you ever...
Well,
and you know what? It makes me feel like you care.
Well, just like with a... No, stop, please. Please, stop. Dom.
What?
You know, just like a child needs limits.
Limits? Hey, guess who's ticklish? Huh? Guess who's ticklish? Come here. Come here, you. Come here.
Do that.
Hey. Who's got your nose?
Oh, don't.
here.
I hate that.
Look.
Okay, it's you.
Okay,
you have it.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, here it is.
Okay.
Dr. Katz, cha-cha-cha. I think I'm falling. Come on, just go with me. I'm falling hot, but Dr. Katz. Now dip a little. Perfect. Thank you. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Now, can we get back to the business at hand?
Yes, we can. I'm sorry.
Okay, because if you're going to pull this stunt every time you come in here...
It's not a stunt per se. Hey, what do you think of my Latin?
You know, I feel like with you, I take 2 steps forward, and don't interpret this as an invitation to dance.
Come here. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, Dr. Katz. Well, I would like to know,
Yeah.
I've been in therapy now for, what's today?
Today's Tuesday.
That'll make it 21 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And I really would like to know when I am going to get better.
Well, Dom, that's...
I mean, I'm still agoraphobic, and I still don't know what it means.
Well, agoraphobia is... yeah. Let's come back to that.
You know why I feel great about myself and I'm never in a panic, never in a rush to go anywhere?
Why?
Adult diapers. Look, you can't say nothing. No, I don't mean to be rude, but, you know, as we were talking, I was relaxing, if you know what I mean. Plus, it's deodorized. Now I'm hungry again.
Dom, you know what the music means.
C'est la vie. I really feel better, thank you. Thanks a lot, Doc. Hey, thanks, Doc. Thanks for nothing. I never paid for nothing before. It's great. Let me dish out some more money for this nothing. I never go into a store and go, here's some money, I'll take nothing. But yet I come here every day and I get no help. Why do I come back? The odds are someday you'll help me, just by random.
But Dom,
Yeah.
what you asked me something a minute ago.
Oh, did I? Geez. What was I trying to get some therapy out of you, Doc? I didn't mean to interrupt you. Maybe, God forbid, by some freak accident, you could help me with some of the problems that I have.
I remember now. It was the boogeyman.
Yeah? Are you afraid of the boogeyman?
I'm not afraid of the boogeyman per se.
I knew you were going to say per se.
I know you.
No, I just knew that you were going to say per se.
No.
You think you're so, like, with the Hippocratic Oath and the Latin, always slipping it in.
No.
You think you're such a big deal, don't you?
No.
You slip in a couple of, why don't you say quo vadis?
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I, but it sounds good, doesn't it, Doc?
But Dom, here's the thing.
Yeah. Well, your parents did a number on you, huh?
What?
Not my business. Go ahead, Doc.
No, what I was going to say, Dom, is that therapy is all about your ability to expose yourself in the larger sense.
Well, check this out then.
No, you don't understand, Dom.
What do you think of this?
No.
Look at this from the side.
Well, that's quite a profile.
I am a tremendous stripper. I really am.
No, I believe you.
Now, Doc, I want you to watch this dance, and you tell me that this is not sexy, that this would not turn a woman on. Cha-cha, cha-cha, pow. You didn't know it was all going to come off like that, did you?
What is that? Is that Velcro?
It is a Velcro, yeah. Feel that. Looks like real velour.
Here's the thing, Dom, is that, this is a very provocative dance, but I don't think this is the place to be doing it or the time. I don't think it's a good use of your time.
But it's good, isn't it? I mean, I could be a professional dancer, a stripper.
You could be, Dom, if I was paying you, but that's not the way this works.
Do I feel hot to you, Doc?
No.
Because I got like a 98.7. Is that a fever?
No.
Could you die from that?
Everybody has at least 98 point something.
Does my heart sound loose to you, Doc? When I walk, do you hear like a rattle or something? I think my heart actually fell out of the heart packet and is beating randomly around my body. Is that dangerous?
Loose heart is not a condition. But if it was, you'd be hurting.
I was sitting home watching Dan Rather on the CBS News and I was playing with my balls.
Yeah.
That don't make me gay, right?
Not at all.
I start twisting and yanking them like a big ape. And I was curious to see how many twists I could get without actually snapping a whole ball sack off.
Wait, let me guess.
I got 4 1/8, then my body started turning the other way. That's about it,
I think that's normal, but Dom, let's try to get...
Do you do any drugs or hallucinogenics? Or can you get me some?
No, I can't, and I don't.
But you write prescriptions, right? See, I just found out today that you're a doctor. Could you get me something to help me with my anxiety or to give me some...
Absolutely. I could write you a script for an anti-anxiety medication, a low dosage, with no refills.
Oh, it seems like it comes with all the perks. Could you give me anything to help me with, my heartbeat, to raise it to a point of like a rabbit's?
You'd like your heart to beat like a rabbit's?
I'd like to lose some weight, Doc.
Yeah, but that's not the way to do it. Take a pill that speeds up your heart.
Do I look like I'm going to have a heart attack now?
No, you don't.
Because I feel like I might. Not right now, but towards the end of the session.
Okay, well, just let me know.
I don't know. I hate pranks. I don't get it. What do you do in moments like this when somebody... I'm sitting in a deli. True story, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in a deli with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Willie Mercer. I don't know if you know him.
No.
You know the paper on top of a straw? You know the paper?
Yes.
Spits it, boom, right in my eye. I go, ah! He goes, oh, I'm sorry, Dom. I go, but... He said, I'm so sorry. I go, but what'd you do it for? He goes, I am so sorry. I said, but I don't understand. What's the payoff? What's the best that could have happened if everything went right? Would the paper have circled my head and faked my eye, went up my nose and out my mouth? I don't get that kind of... That's not fun to me. Am I right?
No, well, your perception of these kinds of pranks is correct.
But how do you react to it? I mean, you ever get people that come up and they like start strangling you or they punch you in the back of the head and then they get upset that you got upset? Like, boy, have you changed? You've really gone Hollywood. Yeah, boy. Remember when I was a kid how much I used to like getting punched in the back of the head or strangled? I don't know what's gotten into me lately. I remember when you used to just basically sit there and not say much. Now you've changed. It's all, you're like dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm just going on for the ride.
Now, do you come back here every week because you enjoy my company? Because if that's the case, then I'm going to refer you to somebody else.
Who?
Somebody less pleasant.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I think that the social aspect of the time that you and I spend together is not productive time.
Are you trying to tell me to get off your lap?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, let's try to focus on a little to the left.
God, I feel so bad for some people out there, you know? I was reading about this midget, Doc. His name is Mishu. Did you ever hear about him?
He's a very, very small man.
He's the smallest man in the world, huh? Right. Always looking up, the little guy. He's a great cook. He loves to cook. He'll actually stand in the pot and stir till the last minute. And, he sees one bubble, he's out of there. I mean, he's gutsy, but he's not stupid. He's 28 and a half inches, 20 pounds. Is that unbelievable? I looked it up. For his height, that's the exact weight he should be because there's a medium frame for a 28 and a half inch guy. Like everybody else, he's probably still bitches about his weight. 20 pounds. When I was 15 pounds, I was in shape. I used to box in the service. My fight weight was 5 pounds. Nobody's ever happy in life, though.
You know what the music means, Don? Our time is up. We're going to have to stop.
Oh, yeah, what's that? The music, Doc?
That's right.
I asked you to change the song. I ain't leaving till you change the stinking song.
Okay, what about this?
Now, that's better, Doc. I'm out of here, but not before I do this little dance. Dr. Katz, I think I'm falling off of Dr. Katz.
Please.
And even in my home, boom, 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 she's right every night with me in my dreams, in my room.
Can you please?
All right, I'm going. Dr. Katz, I think I'm falling off for
Dom.
All right.
Okay, I don't want to be the heavy, but you push me to the limit.
Hey, and even though I know that it ain't right every night. What do you think, Doc? All right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. All right. What's the matter with your eye?
Why? What do you think is the matter with it?
I don't know. The one eye's looking at me, the other one's looking over like a cow.
I just was being distracted by...
Yeah, but how do you do that? How can you look straight with one eye and one over like that? You want to take a nap?
No, not at all. I'm not tired. I'm just in a very pensive mood, Well,
you know what I think? I mean, I think that if I'm paying for therapy, I don't know, maybe it's me, but could you get a little up for the session, Doc? Am I asking too much that maybe you at least pay attention?
See, that's where you're wrong, Dom. That's me paying attention is precisely what you don't need.
Never mind.
Will you never mind?
When is it going to become we're friends in this thing?
If that's what brings you back here every week.
Who's your favorite client, seriously? I mean, like, if you hang out with anybody?
I don't play favorites as a therapist. When I took the Hippocratic Oath as a medical professional, I was taking on sort of an unbiased position, and I really...
So you're a physician, too?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that you were a medical doctor.
Tom, we go through this on a regular basis.
Doc.
Yes.
When you pee,
mm-hmm.
chunks are never supposed to come out, right?
No.
Okay. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see a mole like that?
Yeah.
Doc, I think that you have things that maybe it would help you to talk to me about. I've known you a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you're improving. What hurts? What hurts you, Doc? Talk to me.
Well, Dom, this is not a productive line for us to pursue right now, but I am going to be seeing you 3 more times this week, so can we come back to this?
What's the matter, Dr. Katz? Can't look in the mirror? Huh? Take a look in this mirror, Dr. Katz. What do you see?
That's not a mirror, Dom. That's you.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
That's right. Can you...
Yeah.
Can you get me something to eat? I'm hungry. I think I have low blood sugar, Doc.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, Dom. Hey, Laura, can you bring in... There's some, those vanilla wafers in the drawer. Can you bring some in for Dom?
Are they dietetic?
Hold on 1 second, Laura. Do you want dietetic?
Well, I don't have diabetes, but I think I'm dietetic.
What does that mean exactly?
I think that it means that I have some kind of a dieteticness to myself, like a diet. I think I'm a dietitian. Hey, Laura.
Hi.
How you doing, baby?
Mr. Irrera, Dr. Katz asked me to speak to you about paying for your last 3 visits. You're going to need to take care of that.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I'll pay it. Oh, wait a second. I brought my Play wallet today. Sorry. Yeah, I'll give it to you next time, I promise. As a matter of fact, after the session, I might have left money out in the car. Oh, wait a second. I don't have a car. I'll get it to you, I promise. Do you take vacation in August?
No, actually, I go against the grain. I take 3 weeks in July, and I get all that August.
Do you get the guys that need therapy because their therapists are on vacation? Right. Can I come with you on vacation this year?
Dom, that is...
How much does it cost?
Totally out of the question.
How much does it cost? My therapist, whore man, can't get anything for free here. You don't even validate parking.
What do you mean, how much would what cost?
What do I have to pay to come on vacation with you? Look at this. Is that beautiful?
How do you do that?
Well, I have very adroit toes. My whole family's known for that. They used to call my Aunt Yola Long Toes, because she was like a baboon. She could pick up she could actually pitch a baseball with her foot.
What's her name, Yola?
Yolanda, it's short for Yolanda.
Oh.
Yeah. She used to flash me when I was a kid. She was the first person that ever exposed herself to me. In a long line of people that almost molested me, or I think they were thinking about it. Does that feel cool to you when I do that with my foot?
Wow. Does.
Is that cool, Breeze?
Yep.
Nice, huh? God, I'd hate for somebody to walk in now.
It would be hard to explain. Actually, it'd be easy to explain.
But hard to understand.
Yeah.
Doc, isn't it amazing how relative everything is in life?
Mm-hmm.
I was reading about a guy, true story, Doc. He got hit by 2 trains in one day. Can you imagine this? I mean, first of all, you're getting hit by a train, and for that one infinitesimal moment, you're thinking, oh my God, I got hit by a train. What else could happen? Boom, you get hit by another train. Then you're thinking, boy, this is a crap day. A 2-train day, that's not the kind of day you want to leave the house. And you know what the medical examiner said? This man has to be the luckiest man in the world. He only suffered minor injuries. And I'm thinking, first of all, luckiest man in the world never gets hit by a train. Am I right? Maybe the breeze from a speeding train blows the winning lottery ticket into his mouth. That would be the luckiest man in the world. What are these people thinking? Laura, my darling, my schmiggle of love, my bissel of light, my everything to everybody, how are you today?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I thought I'd come in like with a bright entrance. You know, instead of the neurotic, crazy kind of, therapy thing that I do, I thought I'd come in with like that man thing. Hiya, baby cakes. How's my Laura? What do you think of that?
I don't like it.
Well, all right. Apparently I can't do anything right with you. I have tried for years I don't even want a smile at this point. I would settle for a smirk from you. I am shooting for a smirk. That's all I want from you.
I've smirked at you before.
That's right, you did. I stand corrected. As a matter of fact, I stand on my head. Look at this. Watch when I wave to you with my foot. Nice, huh? Do you think I have too much hair on my toes for a man? You know what I realize?
What's that, Dom?
I have trouble letting go of things.
Tell me about that.
Well, this whole Yoko thing, it's just really starting to hit me now. About, she broke up the Beatles, and my anger's coming out, and I'm starting to boycott her songs, and I'm like the only one there, and I don't know. I have trouble even like letting go of physical things, like your nose. Yo, Doc, who's got it? Doesn't it look like a nose in my hand like that?
It does.
Do you think that they would have stayed together if it wasn't for her?
You're talking about John and Yoko again?
No, the Beatles.
Why is that? Does that all of a sudden seem so important to you?
I don't know. I just get things and they come up into my head, and then I can't get rid of them. I can't get rid of them. I obsess.
Yeah.
I obsess with a thought, and then I obsess that I'm obsessing with the thought. Like
I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here not to worry. You're telling me not to worry about it. That's your advice? That's what I come in here for all these friggin' years to get that kind of advice, not to worry about it? Thanks. You know, the guy at the newsstand could have told me not to worry about it.
You know, if the guy at the newsstand says to you, "Don't worry about it, Dom," you still got to pay for the paper.
Oh.
And, you know, it is the same advice I'm giving you, but when I say don't worry about it, I'm drawing from my years of experience as a therapist.
Who was your first patient?
And why is that important to you?
Is he gone? Did you tell him he graduated?
He actually relocated.
He left you. You want to talk about it?
No, no, but thank you for asking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
You mind if I sit on your lap for a second? Just to relax? Not in a gay way?
I guess that's all right.
Okay. Just want to let myself go limp a little.
Ow.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. You ever wash these ears, Doc? Jeez. Doc, do you have an extra room in your house? I was thinking of moving in. Is that inappropriate?
Yes. It's inappropriate. It's unavailable. And no, I don't have an extra room.
Well, I'm not sleeping with you. I'll relax. I'll play ball. I'll wrestle with you. But I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get me in a sack. I love when these people go, may I be honest with you? No, please be as misleading and as deceitful as possible. That's all I would ever expect from a low-life scumbag like you. I don't mean that in a bad way.
You're angry today, Dom.
Well, you know, Doc, I'm not really angry per se. I'm just in a very violent, hostile mood.
Well, my concern is just that you come in here every week and you release this anger and...
Well, I'm thinking of taking Thai Bo.
Is that true? No. What? How does that work?
Well,
exactly?
It's great because you dance like a Broadway dancer with lethal blows. So it's like the best of both worlds, you know? You could do like Annie Gets Your Gun and still like knock everybody off the stage. It's like my fantasy. I would love to just like start knocking dancers out. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Dom.
Yeah?
I think that we need to move back into the areas that make you uncomfortable.
Not that couch. I don't want to sit on that couch again. There's too many springs that go up my butt.
We started to make a little progress. You were telling me about...
Look at this tattoo I had put on my thigh.
Is that new?
Yeah. Can you read it?
To whom it may concern.
Look at this other one. Going this way. Huh?
That's very clever. Did you pay for that?
Yeah. Well, no, not all at once.
Yeah.
Doc, what's your middle name?
I'm not really sure that's an appropriate question, Dom.
I was weaving this flower thing for you. What's your middle name?
My middle name is Paul.
Is it really?
Yep.
Wow, never guessed that.
What is your middle name?
I don't want to talk about it. It's ridiculous.
What is it?
Orangutan anus hair. Dominic John, orangutan anus hair Irrera. You think it's silly, don't you?
No, I don't think it's silly at all. I think it's unusual.
It's very unusual.
Yeah.
Orangutan anus hair, they would call me.
I think that you're trying to divert the conversation from you again to this fictitious world.
Am not.
Dom, you know, you regress all you want.
I can't hear you. Daddy got a bed, daddy.
But I think that you have a hard time making you had a hard time making the adjustment from a child to adolescent, and even more difficult from adolescent to adult.
Doc, do you like the smell of this flower?
Oh, I can't believe you got me again.
What's that on your shirt? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, hey.
I'm thinking of making a career change. I'm going to be honest with you.
Why is that?
Well, because I'd like to play in a marching band. I mean, I think that the idea, the glory, and I want to be a musician.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the rock thing is fading and the whole thing. I'd like to play in a marching band. I like the hat. I like the high hat. I like to wear a hat that's like 4 or 5 feet above my head and just stroll and maybe be a drum major. Do you realize how far they can lean back without falling down? Nobody ever gives them credit for that.
Whoops, you know what the music means, Sam. We're going to have to stop.
Could you change that song? How long have I been coming here, the same song?
Well, what did you have in mind?
Why don't you play some mambo? Dummy likes the mambo.
What, is this the lambada?
It's worse than the lambada. The people that do the lambada won't even look at it.
I am not doing an
Do
extra
it.
for
Come here.
this.
Just give me one. Just do it as the music goes. I look at some of these guys, these athletes, and when they let themselves go, the body, it's... Do you remember Buster Douglas? Remember
Oh, yes, I do. The boxer.
Well, he beat Mike Tyson, remember?
Right.
And then I see him, he fights Evander Holyfield. He had like a beer belly, and he had like those big Buddha tits. I mean, his nipples are pointing straight to the ground. Isn't that a bad sign? I'm not a boxing expert or a nipple expert, but when you're about to climb into the ring against a world-class heavyweight, your nipples better be kind of perky, you know what I mean? You better have like 2 little rigid raisinets jetting out of your chest. That's all I'm saying.
I couldn't agree more.
I love my uncle. Bad kisser, but a good guy.
This is Aunt Yola's husband?
Yeah, my Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
He was a guy that, he hated everybody. He hated Julius Erving. He hated the doctor. He said, the doctor, what the hell did he ever cure? He said he was the doctor of my ass. That's what he was a doctor of. And I always try to get that image out of my mind of Julius Erving working on my uncle's ass.
Hey, Dom, I wish you wouldn't bring food into my office. It's not fair to me or to the other patients.
Doc, you know I have low blood sugar. The reason I eat like this is so that I won't get anxiety. You want half of this?
What is that?
It's good. Don't bite where I bit.
Why not? What's wrong with where you bit?
Because I'm going to cut out where you bit. Because you got like a thing that looks like it's happening on your lip. I don't want it happening on my lip. Well, looks like a sore. Here, taste that.
That is delicious.
Yeah.
Yes. But you know what?
I guess you're allowed to eat then, as long as it's delicious.
Dom, look, you're getting food on the couch, you're getting food on the floor. You know, this is... Well, let's just finish this, and then we'll get back to work.
Hello?
Dom? Did I wake you up?
Oh, no, it's all right. I was just looking at the back of my eyes for about 6 hours.
I'm really... first of all, I hate to call you at home.
No, it's no problem.
Okay, but you're on the air.
Who is this?
This is Dr. Katz, and we're on the air live.
My Dr. Katz?
That's right.
You're calling me?
I'm calling you because I'm hosting a radio show called Campbell's Couch. And, I thought it would be interesting for the audience to hear the voice of an actual patient and to hear the sound of therapy. People... Give them some of the other sounds. Because people who've never experienced therapy, they put it in this box in their mind.
You're gonna what? And I hate ventriloquists. I hate that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, a ventriloquist. And you know what bothers me, Doctor, is the people that get mad at the dummy.
Right.
How stupid are they that they're like, that dummy, boy, that dummy's got a foul mouth. And they watch the dummy and they go, the ventriloquist seems like a nice guy. Couldn't he get a nicer dummy? I mean, ventriloquists never get women. Never, ever get women. You never hear a woman goes, I went back to this ventriloquist house the other night, and he had me on the bed, and he had like a Spanish voice coming out of my butt. It was incredible. They disgust me. You like them?
No, I don't really enjoy ventriloquists. I think
And I have never laughed at a clown. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's all right.
I just feeling it today, Doc. I feel a lot of anger towards performance artists.
You've never laughed at a clown.
I never laughed at a clown. I don't think clowns are funny. I don't know anybody who goes, did you see that clown? He was killing me with that thing with the horn and the pie. Boy, is he funny. Imagine the wife of a clown. You're trying to hide yourself in a new neighborhood. You're moving. What's your husband do? I don't want to talk about. What's he do? He's an entertainer. What's he do? All right, he's a clown. He's a friggin' clown. You know what it's like ironing those hoop pants every night? You know what it's like rinsing out that spongy red nose? I can't get his shoes under the bed. Hardy har har.
Whoops. You know what the music means, We're going to have to stop. Our time is up. We really need to wrap this up.
I'm just glad I have a therapist that says, oops. What's that?
Oh, hey.
Works every week.
Yeah.